Well, Martin Brodeur hasn't settled on a retirement yet. I mean, if they do deal Reimer, could it be possible they could get Brodeur on a one-year deal, Bill?
Well, he'd be great because
I wouldn't want Brodeur as my backup.
No, why is that?
I think he's still got.
I wouldn't want him to be humiliated in Toronto.
I don't think he would.
I think the best advice Martin Brodeur can take right now is to retire. And I'm not saying that.
Let's talk about that, Billy, before you jump.
I just think it's
because I think you know your stuff. But let's talk about it. I know Marty personally. Okay, Marty Brodeur is a big boy, very smart guy, and he doesn't have any illusions of grandeur. He's probably his own worst critic, and he was going to hang him up, but he's been playing very well. And he wants to play one more year, and he thinks that physically he's in great shape. And I don't think he would be humiliated. I really don't. And here's my logic. Eddie Belfour, when he played in Toronto, he did very well for you guys. And I think they got rid of him at the wrong time. And then when he went to play in Europe, he was the number one goalie for everybody. And he was playing in the top league, and he played great. So some goalies, even in their 40s, are very well conditioned, and they might have a year, especially a guy like Marty Brodeur, who was one of the best goalies in the history of hockey. So I think he'd be a great mentor to a young goalie. He's got an incredible personality. He's not intense. He's just a very laid-back guy. And I think he'd do very well as a backup goalie. And I think he would steal a few games because Marty Brodeur is still Marty Brodeur. His legs haven't betrayed him yet, or his reflexes.
Well, I think there's a lot of concern about all of that, Frank. And if that's clear, then he'll be going with some team pretty quickly.
And you know, Edmonton could use a guy like Marty to help any of the young goalies that they have, right? Marty would be very good. And I thought Eddie Belfour was absolutely brilliant in Toronto at the latter part of his illustrious career. I mean, how old was Johnny Bauer when he came to Toronto? 40?
32. 32. Huh? 32 in 1957.
But when he won the Stanley Cup for the Toronto Maple Leafs, wasn't he in his 40s?
Well, he was they won in '67. He was 40.
42, yeah.
Yeah, 40.
He played into the '70s.
And they did not have the regimentation that they do now with the physical training and the, these guys keeping themselves in shape, most of them.
Well, I think if you want to play in this league in your 40s, you have to be just an absolute fitness freak like a Jaromir Jagr.
You have to be an athlete. You have to be an athlete, Carlin. Exactly.
Sure. Yeah.